Hey everyone, this is Miss Danny Baby back again with another video. I wanted to touch briefly on this story that's coming out about the young girl Trinity Jones, young baby girl, um, right here. This is her picture. She was missing out in California. And sad to say that her remains have been found. This dude here, who is the boyfriend of her mom, is the suspect in relation to her death. What I want to get to, though, I want to talk about this chick here. This is the mom. Her name's Taquista Graham. I don't know if I'm saying her first name right. But in the day of Me Too and the R. Kellys and the Weinsteins and the Michael Jackson case resurfacing, it's a lot of energy out here where children are actually being recognized for their victimization and how they're being mistreated. Most especially in the Black community, there's a lot of spotlight being put on the machinations of actually the Black community, how we deal with one another, and more importantly, how we deal with our children. This is a sad case. I was not originally going to actually talk on it because these stories are very overwhelming. But take a good look at this woman. This is the mother of this child. She looks like your everyday woman out there of African descent, Black, whatever you want to call her. Um, she looks pretty normal in the face, I guess. Says Taquista Graham, who goes by the name Dior Rax on Facebook, is the mother of a murdered child, Trinity Love Jones. She has a serious criminal history and is a registered sex offender. Again, look at this face. We don't usually view females as sexual offenders, but look at this. Her boyfriend, Emil Hunt, a convicted child abuser, now stands accused of Trinity's murder. Authorities announced those charges on March 12, 2019, which is 2 days ago. Again, here he goes. It says Trinity Love Jones is the 9-year-old girl whose body was found inside a duffel bag in Hacienda Heights, California. The child was wearing a pink shirt reading Future Princess Hero when discovered protruding from the bag. Trinity's family, namely her father, speaking of her biological father, Antonio Jones, told the news media that the child found in the bag had been identified as Trinity Jones. This is crazy, y'all. It's like a really bad omen. And the bad behavior that goes on in this world, specifically for Black people, because a lot of times we don't, talking about the collective, don't like to acknowledge when wrong is taking place. there's such a like a negative frequency within a lot of Black families that is hard for a lot of Black people to process when really traumatic, disastrous things like this are going on. But they do happen. And I will say that the only way to get some type of relief from this type of repeated trauma in the black community and in this world, period, because children are being terrorized in this whole world. But specifically talking about black people, the only way to actually get some type of release from this type of behavior, these type of outcomes, is to acknowledge that it goes on. Hiding our heads in the sand is not going to protect children like this. It's really not. It says Hacienda Heights is a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California. These are the hardest cases to handle, the sheriff official said in a news conference. They said that it's just a tragic situation, and it is. So this article, pardon me, I'm getting over a cold, goes into the mother. Her name is Taquista Graham. Her sexual offense that she was accused of, look at the difference in weight. Her weight balloons, which you'll see in some of these pictures. It goes way up and way down. She looks kind of the same, but you can tell she's way bigger. And look at the deadness in these eyes. I swear. She's born in 1990. So what's that gonna make her? Like 28 years old. So she's not that old. 5'5", 220 pounds. It says that she enticed a minor female for prostitution. That's why she went to prison. It says she's 28 years old, a registered sex offender. Says she was enticing a minor female for prostitution. Her conviction was in 2009 and her release was in 2016. So she did 7 years in the joint. San Bernardino County court records say she received a suspended prison term, time served in jail, and probation. There is a hearing to revoke her probation. The charges involved a minor, aged 16. Again, let's go to the face of this woman. She looks kind of normal, right? It's a sad day when the face of the pimp and the predator looks like somebody that you'd regularly see on any normal street any given day. It's a pitiful day when the street predator is a person that the universe has given tasked with the role of mothering and nurturing. That isn't all a mother is. She's teacher, she's mother. She can even be punisher when somebody deserves it. But actually, and usually that's in respect, in protection of herself, or if, you know, one of her children is just really doing something bad and she has to correct them and put them in their place. But no, we're not speaking about this. We're talking about a woman who's a mother who actually is a child terrorist. She has a baby girl now, 9 years old. Now, saying that this baby was 9 years old when she died, but this woman was in the joint for about as long. She must have had her right before she went to jail. So with a brand new baby, you're trying to solicit, because her baby was 9 when she died. It's 2019, so the baby had to be born, what, 2010 or 2009? She either had her baby right before she went to jail, or did she have the kid when she was in prison? I don't know. This is crazy. But a woman who gave birth and brought life here is the same woman that will solicit a youngster into prostitution, to have their bodies ravished and disrespected at an age that's not even competent enough to consent to something like that, and then welcome a beast in her house. The peep game when I read the part about him. See what kind of beast this motherless, without a motherly instinct ass woman let this type of motherfucker in her house. It says the court record shows she was also ordered to cooperate with the psychiatrist and medical doctor and take all medication as prescribed, and meet all appointments with mental health case manager, with a mental health case manager 2 to 3 times weekly as directed. So she actually had mental issues also. And this is huge in the Black community. A lot of people are having mental illnesses that they're not dealing with properly. She was not to solicit or accept a ride from any male motorists not previously known to her, or be parked in a motor vehicle alone with a male motorist not previously known to her. She's not to approach male motorists or pedestrians not known to her, or engaged in covered conversation in a public place or street, not to occupy a hotel or motel room or any other residence unless registered in her true name. That's what the rules were stating to her. Talked about how she was living in a house of prostitution in 2010. This had to be around the time her baby was just born. And then it says Taquista is in a relationship with Emil Hunt, who is being held in Los Angeles County Jail on $2 million bail. Let's look at them. Look at this. Emil Hunt, who is this motherfucker, who says on Facebook that he is in a relationship. Dior Rax, which is the name Taquista Graham uses on social media, is being currently held on a $2 million bail on felony accusation. Says that the authorities found him sleeping at a San Diego airport. He is a convicted child abuser out of San Diego, and his charge dates back to 2005. Now, from what I read before, now he actually put his son in a wheelchair. That's what he went to prison for. He beat him so bad that he had to go to prison for it. Now this fat fuck, abusive ass that could have killed his own child, says he is actually the son of an elder in San Diego, in a church in San Diego. I can't even get it out. It says his father begged him to attend church and change his life after his child abuse conviction in 2005, for which he spent a significant time in prison. Significant. So his dad was basically trying to get him on the straight and narrow. Here's his statistics right here. 38 years old, 5'10", 276 pounds. This is so sad, y'all. I'm tired of hearing these kind of stories. Here's the little cartoon of the girl. The drawing. Not really, I guess cartoon is not the proper word, but like the drawing sketch is what they call it, yeah. And this is the shirt that she was found in. So young. Shirt said future princess hero. She didn't even get to live out that. But we're going to make her a hero in her death because we're going to talk about it. Now, when these type of stories come to the forefront, we are going to have to find a way to balance all the negative input that we're getting, because overabundance of it with no outlet can be very harmful. So that's why I have to balance how I'm taking in some of this information, especially like the R. Kelly thing. Oh my God, the stories that are coming out about that fool as we speak, it's just getting worse and worse by the day. But anyway, but we're going to make this little girl a hero today because Trinity is not going to be forgotten. There's too many black girls that are forgotten. Their bodies are disrespected. This baby was found in a stupid duffel bag, and her body was thrown away like she was trash. Look at her right here. She looks like she's about 2 or 3, about 3 years old right here. So Mama Bear invites this idiot into her home to be her man. They all lovey-dovey. He's a convicted felon who almost killed his own child. But you giving him smash. Y'all are so called together. Forgive me, y'all. My nose is stopped up. Oh, it's been rough with these changing of the seasons, but I'm here for it, bitch. Totally here for it. I'm tired of winter, but I'm very stopped up. But I just had to speak on this. And I'm trying to measure my voice because I get real pumped up with stories like this when it comes to children, especially when the person that betrays them is a parent, somebody that's supposed to protect and guide them. It just infuriates me. But this is her little boo, Sugar Bear and Mama Bear, I guess. So daddy was trying to get son to go to church to get his life right, but he comes and murders this woman's child, Trinity Jones, who did not deserve to be housed with a felon, abuser, with a violent history, let alone killed by him. So that's the allegation. Says she stood 4 feet, approximately 4 feet 5 inches tall, and only weighed about 55 pounds. They did not find any obvious trauma on the body, but there is evidence that they're saying that they won't speak on that hints to a murder, a homicide. And her body was just placed on a trail, like a goddamn outdoor trail in the woods somewhere. Are you serious? Says that Taquista, the mom, mostly posted selfies of herself on Facebook. See, that's what happens when you're 28 years old. You're still young. You haven't had a chance to live your life yet, but you're already the mother of a 9-year-old. That's why I tell women, don't have children before you are ready. She's probably mad at the biological father. She's probably mad at the biological father. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm back. My nose, I have to stop and blow my nose. This allergies and cold, and it's just wearing me out. But anyway, what I was saying, she's probably mad at the father. And let's keep it real, y'all. A lot of times when mothers of any age, but especially when they're young, and they have babies by dudes they're probably in love with, and have fantasies about how they're going to live their lives together, and then it doesn't work out, something happens, one thing leads to the next, A lot of times the mother gets angry at that child that was produced from the union. Now, looking at the dates, perhaps they broke up because she had to go to jail. I'm just tripping. I'm just like wondering why she would have to solicit a youngster into prostitution if she was either with child or about to have a child, just had one. Why are you doing that? And why ain't your baby father helping you with money that you need? But again, look at this face. We're finding out that even though men are scary, when they go rogue and they go wrong, there's no denying that. All that testosterone and their big size, and they can be vicious animals if they don't have a godliness about them and they are not in touch with themselves. They can be vicious and awful. There's no doubting that. And men are more prone to violence anyway. But y'all, check it. When you have a woman that's on that same frequency, we allow for men to at least accept that part of themselves because they're needed to be ferocious at times when it comes time to protect and be a warrior and you know protect his territory and his family and whatnot. We need him. We you know some of that testosterone is very good. So I'm not knocking it in totality. It's just that when it goes rogue and the male cannibalizes those that he's entrusted to protect and provide for. But when you have a woman who's the very being that brings forth life into this realm, cannibalize that in which she is supposed to teach and nurture, there's something very, very wrong. And in 2019, a lot of these broads are being exposed for the filth that they are. Honestly, the mothers these days are turning out to be the boogeyman worse than actual guys. The mama is the boogeyman in a lot of cases. Look at this. Taquista Graham filled her Facebook page with selfies of herself. There are two pictures of Trinity on her page also. Only two. Says her Facebook page. I wonder if I can find her this dumb bitch Facebook page. Hold on, let me check it and be nosy for a minute. Hold on. Okay, I wasn't able to find her Facebook page just yet. I don't know if it was taken down. I don't know why I can't find it because her name is not very common. But I did find this actual article, heavy.com. They have it there. Okay, and this is their site. And this person, check out what they wrote. It says how was she even able to keep her child? Typically, sex offenders lose custody of their children and their parents' rights are terminated. At minimum, they are required to have supervised contact. Compile that with the boyfriend also being a convicted child abuser. Who was watching out for this child? Where was the child protection? That's 100 right there. Somebody else said, pathetic. Women, stop being so thirsty, desperate, needy, stupid, and realize you cannot bring every dog from the dog pound into your home. Dior Rax, really, you and that loser man of yours should never see daylight again. That's word right there, too. I just, it's crazy. But again, like I said, this baby's life is not going to be in vain. Even though she did not make it to adulthood, we are going to speak on her name. Yes, like I was saying before, I think I got lost in my thought, but when I was saying that we're getting bombarded with all of these negative messages, but instead of saying, oh, that's so negative, we're not going to look at it, we're not going to talk about it, What we're going to do is know how to balance ourselves. And I'm going to talk about that in another video, how we can keep it positive, but also give babies the due diligence and the recognition and the spotlight when they need it, because these babies are being cannibalized outside in this world. There are not enough people speaking for children that go missing. There are not enough people speaking for children that are exploited, that are being trafficked, that are being raped, that are being molested, that are being abused. And we're going to speak for this little child today. We're going to call out her sorry ass mom. And look at this caption here. They said she put this on her Facebook at one time. She said, "My mama didn't raise a fool. A fucking psycho maybe, but no fool." She said, "My kids saved me from doing life in prison all the time." In 2016, she wrote. Now, mind you, 2016 is what, around the time that she got out, ain't it? Yeah. She wrote, "These hoes, look at this bitch. These hoes need red noses. They clown hoe bitches. Cannot fuck with me. I don't give a fuck if you really fucking with me. Ha ha ha." And see, that's what you guys got to understand about a lot of cluster B personalities. They actually enjoy their madness. They get off on it. She knows she's a crazy bitch. I read earlier where she had to take meds per the authorities, and she was obligated to go seek some attention, some mental health attention 2 to 3 times a week. Now, I don't know if she tripping right here, if she's really wearing a hijab, or is she some type of Muslim or something. But this is weird. Not being Muslim is weird, but you know, she seems like she has a lot of different personalities. One day she's the religious woman, then the next she's talking about how these hoes need bloody noses. Look how much her weight fluctuates. This is her. She looks like middle size. She doesn't look extremely big. But then on this picture with her dude, she looks huge. She looks 350 pounds all day. I don't know if it's the camera angle or what, but she looked huge. And I imagine that's had a lot to do with her manic behavior or personality, it seems. I'm no doctor, but it's just what it seems, just about what I'm reading. Insecurity with self. And an insecure bitch is one of the most dick hungry bras you could find. I'm telling you. If a woman is insecure, she makes very bad decisions when it comes to men. And they get played like a fiddle. I mean, a grimy dude will try to play the best of us out here. It don't matter how secure you are, but if you're really insecure, they really gonna try to play you and play up on that. And she's not ugly in the face, but this looks like a woman who's a nice size. She's a little thicky thick, got a little hips on her and stuff. She looks reasonably sized. She looks attractive from what I can tell body wise, but down here she looks like a whole whale. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just like, look at the situation. So, one, you're probably mad at your baby's father. Two, you're insecure with your weight. It could perhaps the medication could be making her go up and down. I don't know. But she's still all hugged up with dude, but only got 2 pictures of this precious baby on her Facebook. Only 2. If I'd actually pushed the baby up out of me, if I actually had a child, that child gonna be everywhere where I post, except maybe just to protect the baby. Maybe I wouldn't so much in these day and times because it's some sickos. But if I'm in a space where I feel comfortable to post pictures of myself and my family, my baby is going to be a part of it. But a self-absorbed individual is not going to be thinking like that. They're just going to be thinking about themselves and the dick that they're getting. It says the body was found on an embankment just below a temple at 10 a.m. Equestrian trail. Okay. So it was an equestrian trail near a Buddhist temple. That's so sad. Y'all, a 9-year-old. And I'll post the link to it, to this article at the bottom of this video. I don't want to bore y'all, making it too long. And the story is traumatizing enough as it is. But y'all, this is so sad. This is so sad. Where has Black womanhood been? Where has it gone? What has it been reduced to? Black womanhood and motherhood is on life support, if not just completely dead. These are a lot of dead, spiritually dead women that are left to care for our children. And it's a dangerous cocktail. And this video is to let Trinity know, even though baby girl is not here anymore, she deserves to be honored and not forgotten. I know we can't cry for every, just like bawl and break down for every baby that's mistreated. But we have to recognize that there is a problem, y'all. And I want this baby girl to know that her life was not in vain. There should not be balloons and teddy bears left because she's been murdered. There should be teddy bears and balloons because she's a baby girl and she deserves to live and to thrive. So that's what I want us to concentrate on. Helping baby girls like this thrive. If you see a child that you even suspect that's being abused, please report it. Even if you have to do it anonymously. And had this baby girl lived through this trauma and not been murdered, but her mama had some raggedy boyfriend up at her house, when she got of age, if I was able to grace her presence and tickle her ears with any type of information, I would tell her to leave her mom behind. That's also the message that I want to leave here. Not only are a lot of these mothers narcissists, abusers, rapists, and abuser sympathizers, they're extremely toxic to the well-being of their children. And once you get of age where you can take care of yourself and go into a different direction, you can chuck the deuces to your mom if you have one like this. Don't be afraid to cut your losses, and it's not really a loss if it's somebody that's abusing you. But these type of bitch ass mamas, these raggedy mamas like her that look normal, they will terrorize their children even into the adulthood. Verbally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. They're mental and emotional terrorists. So a lot of times these type of mothers, they'll bring abusers and violent people into their homes because they want to snuggle up to somebody at night, and they don't care about the development of their children. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, or if you're young and you're listening to this message and you're a teenager And you can't wait till the day when you get out on your own. You are allowed to chuck the deuces to abusive people in your family. You're not obligated to stay in contact and to love a person that doesn't love you. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's the best medicine that you can ever take for yourself. So I want to make sure that you guys that are listening that may have dealt with something like this, you can say bye-bye to mommy dearest. And actually, that term mommy dearest that we use so much was actually off of a story that was later made into a movie about an abusive mom that was on the outside to the public, all Miss Betty Crocker and put together and just this so-called nice person, but she was a extreme monster behind closed doors and abused the hell out of her daughter. It was crazy. So I wish Miss Trinity, this little baby girl, I wish she was able to get to adulthood so that she could flee her mom and her mom's life and her mom's situation. That's what I regret for her. So that she could get the help and the love that she needed. So if you were this girl, Miss Trinity, when you were little, but gratefully and thankfully, your mom's predator didn't murder you, please don't be afraid to seek help. You are not at fault for what happened to you, and you are not the reason or the blame. Your mom's demons are those that belong to her, and they are her own. But rest in peace, baby girl, Trinity Jones. It was just weighing on my heart a little bit. A lot, actually, and I just wanted to get that out. But that's my word. We're going to talk about how to bring some peace into our lives and be positive in another video. I'm going to do that while we're going through this storm with so much getting exposed in regards to our children and the women that aid and abet the people that are abusing our children. But on that note, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.